So gender and sexuality is something that has been brought to the forefront a lot for Women's History Month, Definitely. International Women's Day. Some women saying that trans women shouldn't be platformed because they're really biological men, especially for Women's History Month. What is your viewpoint on that in the modern day?
I think trans women are women because biological biological sex is different from gender. So however you choose to present yourself, you are a woman. If you don't even have to have like any sort of gender affirmation surgery.
I think if anyone wants to be a woman, they can. I think just because a trans woman is a woman, and I do think we should platform that. They are women.
It's interesting with like biological men going into like becoming a biological woman, and people have an issue with that because at the end of the day, they're a woman. You've become a woman, so now you are in that camp. So I could see why someone might have like issues like, oh, that's not a real woman, but I think that's kind of them not being able to accept the fact that that person has made that choice to become a woman.
Do you guys view trans women and biological women the same?
We know that Nicola Sturgeon can't answer that. We know Keir Starmer can't answer that. You're the British Prime Minister. What is a woman?
Yeah, of course I know a woman, an adult human female.
It's not difficult, is it, Angelica? I mean, that is what a woman is.
I mean, I don't know why you're obsessed with defining it. Like, what is a man? Like, why do we need these arbitrary...
A man is a male adult human. I mean, that's it.
Right, okay. I don't know that we need
these are just biological facts, but they're just facts. They're not arguable points, are they?
But I think we have a right to self-identify, and you said you want to.
As what?
If you'd like to be a woman, you can identify as a woman. I don't know why there is such an issue around.
We've literally just seen a male rapist use that scam to get himself put into a female prison where he could attack vulnerable women inside a female prison, when even his ex-wife said it was all a scam.
Which is a terrible, very distressing, isolated incident. And I think it's easy to take that and say that means that no one can identify as a woman. And
it's not an isolated incident, though.
But it's
42% of trans-identifying prisoners in prison are in there for sex crimes. There's actually an advantage, evidently, to identifying as a female, because they never identify as male, because somehow male prisons seem less appealing to them. It's really weird. Anyway, but
is it limitless, this self-identity?
It's not totally limitless.
What's the limit?
When you're talking about International Women's Day, I don't know why we take the conversation around International Women's Day and make it about this.
But if anyone,
there's so many benefits.
Right, but if anyone, according to you, can identify as a woman, anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with
just literally put their hand up and say I'm a woman.
But it's not an easy thing to do, to go out into
Actually,
the world.
It's very easy.
Very easy.
You might think it's easy to say, but to decide to do that, to say
what
this
is
is
doing
who,
it involve?
Whatever that person decides, but to go out into the world and say, I don't identify as perhaps the sex I was
So why
born
can't
as.
I identify? Okay, why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean, it was.
I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I on International Women's Day say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status.
I think that's what.
About quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
change.
you'd already opened the absurdity door.
I won't be using the term cis because it was coined by a pedo sympathizer. This is Volkmar Seigusch, a German sexologist, physician, and sociologist who served as the director of the Institute of Sexual Sciences at the Clinic of Goethe University, Frankfurt, from 1973 to 2006. He's credited as the first published instance to the term cisgender as an antonym for transgender. And if you Google him, he's also credited as some kind of pioneer for the LGBTQ movement. Seigusch also paved the way for virtuous pedophiles. He said there's a difference between pedophiles who offend and pedosexuals who don't but shouldn't have contact with children. Today, these people call themselves MAPs, or minor attracted persons, and they pride themselves on not offending. Eventually, the modern sexual revolution will make room for these people and claim that pedophiles are just misunderstood. Men like Seigusch, Alfred Kinsey, and John Monnet have all sympathized with an attraction to children, and they're all credited as LGBTQ heroes.
I mean,